Donald Trump is trying to go after the Hispanic vote increasingly. We know that he has said he loves his African Americans, as he has pointed to people in the crowd. By the way, the guy he referred to as my African American, he, I guess, is no longer a Republican, so that didn't go super well. And Donald Trump now trying to appeal to Hispanic and Latino voters. Trump did a campaign rally yesterday in New Mexico. The idea was, let's show up there and let's talk about how low Hispanic unemployment is and how great everything is. And it went about as poorly as you would expect. First of all, bad poll after bad poll for Donald Trump in some key swing states for 2020. 8 years of tax returns subpoenaed, as I already told you about. New corruption investigation into Trump's transportation secretary, who happens to be Mitch McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao. So Trump, in the midst of all this, shows up in New Mexico and tries to appeal to Hispanic voters, sort of in the same way that he tried to appeal to black voters in 2016, which is blaming other people for things and citing incorrect statistics. The clips are genuinely hard to watch, but also kind of fun. Listen to Trump here as he talks about the Hispanics, as he refers to them.
I saw where the Hispanic American, the Hispanics, were up with me in a poll, 17%. And everyone said, how is that? How is that? How is that? 17%. Up by 70%. I won't even tell you what the final number was because they won't believe it. But you're going to see what the final number. But you know why? Because the Hispanic Americans, they understand they don't want criminals coming across the border. They don't want people taking their jobs. They want to have that security, and they want the wall. They want the wall.
Taking their jobs. It's truly hilarious that they still use that stupid, debunked, bogus talking point meant to completely exculpate big corporations from the immigration low-wage status quo that persists here in the United States. And more importantly, the bigger lie there, Donald Trump claiming that Hispanics want the border wall. It's like, no, they don't. Most of the country doesn't want the border wall. And if you're looking specifically at Hispanic voters, we, I should say, as part of that group, we don't want the border wall. I mean, completely and totally untrue. Trump also heckled yesterday a bunch of times. I was only able, in the time I had to prep this morning, I was only able to pull one clip where you hear the heckling going on. Trump doing all the normal attempts to appeal to Hispanic voters. You'll hear him getting heckled after the initial applause line here in the background. Trump just continues talking over it and actually does successfully.
Yesterday marked the beginning of the Hispanic Heritage Month. Who's Hispanic here? Latinos for Trump. Thank you. Incredible people. But we have much to celebrate. Unbelievable when you think the unemployment for Hispanic Americans is right now at the lowest level ever recorded in the history of our country. Hispanic American poverty reached a brand new all-time low in history. And after years of stagnation that you know very well, wages for Hispanic Americans are rising really fast, up nearly 8% since my election. Those are unheard of numbers. They're unheard of. And median income, think of that, median income for Hispanic Americans surpassed $50,000 for the first time ever.
So this is the same type of pandering that we've seen from Donald Trump before. Yes, the polls don't look good among Hispanics for Donald Trump or in these swing states, but the only poll that matters in the end is how people actually go and vote in November of 2020, if they actually choose to vote. So despite all this pandering, despite all this rambling and all of it, that man that you just saw talking about Hispanics and lying about the wall, he can still win in 2020 on autopilot if we do not show up. How a Hispanic voter, speaking as a Hispanic voter myself, can support Donald Trump at this point, I don't know. And the rallies make it even more confusing, patronizing marginalized and minority communities in the most obviously transparent ways. The supporters are totally cringeworthy. It's an international embarrassment, and it actually, in the end, may all work to get the guy reelected. That's just the sole focus needs to be, no matter how cartoonish the clips I play for you, no matter how unbelievable and erratic and bogus are the claims that Donald Trump makes, he can get reelected in 2020, and he can do it even if his approval rating drops 10 points, mathematically, that is. And so in the end, all that matters is that we actually go and vote in November of 2020 and get as many people as possible to go and do the same thing. Make sure you're following The David Pakman Show on Instagram at David Pakman Show. And while you are there, follow me on Instagram at david.pakman. We'll take a quick break and back with Oliver Thorne from Philosophy Tube right after this. I want to tell you about one of our sponsors called the Menlo Club, a men's fashion community that provides carefully curated style packages for any type of guy. And they're giving you, as a David Pakman Show viewer, your first box for $35 off when you click the link underneath this video or go to their site and use the promo code Pakman. As a member of the Menlo Club, you receive delivered right to your door a hand-picked apparel package that follows the season's latest trends based on your own unique style profile. I hate shopping for clothes. It's always been a pain to go to a store, figure out what to buy, and that's why the Menlo Club is so perfect for me. All I had to do was fill out a quiz on their website so they could learn my sizes and style preferences, and then I received clothes that perfectly fit my own personal style. So far, I've really enjoyed what they've sent me. All of their clothing is designed by their team in Los Angeles. Each box features items from their own in-house fashion brands, 5-4 Everyday Wear, New Republic Footwear, and Grand AC Athleisure Wear. In every box they send you, you get a minimum of 2 items, often more. Every box is different. Shipping's always free, and they let you exchange what you get if it doesn't fit. You can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. Right now, I am on their monthly subscription for $60 a month. But they also offer a seasonal subscription where they send you a box of clothing every 3 months for just $75. But regardless of which option you choose, they are giving everyone in our audience $35 off their first box. To redeem your $35 discount, just click the link under this video or go to their website and use the promo code Pakman at checkout.